Hey, what's going on guys, Khraze here, welcome back to another Genshin Impact video, and today we finally got the Elemental Crucible event going live right as we speak. I played through it, had quite a bit of fun, there's some nice rewards in it, and I do want to talk about how you can start it and get prepared for it way better. Now, once you log in game today, you should see that there's a brand new notification right next to your compass right here, so go ahead and press it. In the events overview tab, you should see that there's a brand new Elemental Crucible, event happening right at the top, so you can go ahead and start it right away. Now, in my case, I already completed it, so this is the screen that I have, but in your case, it's going to look something like this, and you will want to press the start button right there at the bottom. Once you do that, you're going to go here and it's going to bring you to Timaeus. You're going to want to talk to him in Mondstadt. It's pretty easy, and once you have done that and went through that dialogue, it's going to point you towards the 1000 Winds Temple on this side of the map. So I'm gonna see you guys right there in just a little bit. Now, this event is going to be co-op, by the way, so you are going to be able to use matchmaking, as you will see in just a little bit. And by the way, you can only use one of your characters since it is a co-op, so your other teammates will use a different kind of character. Furthermore, I also suggest going ahead and crafting some of these food items right here, because in the case you don't have a healer, you might want to heal your character and whatnot, or you might want to buff up with damage and all of that kind of good stuff. So definitely make sure that you have something ready beforehand. Now let's also talk about some of these requirements, and we're gonna go over both of the rewards and the event guidelines. So basically, you are going to have this pillar right here that you will want to ignite once the party starts, and you will want to fill it with something called elemental clots. Now, to get these elemental clots, they will drop from defeating enemies, as you can see in some of these shots, and once you defeat these enemies, they will drop some of these elemental clots. Now, they can also be used to deal elemental reactions, like if you get electric ones, you can use the electric elemental reaction, and so on and so forth. But that will also deplete them if you use it too much, so you'll want to balance between using those elemental reactions and bringing them back to the pillars. But once you bring a ton of these at the pillars, your elemental reaction is going to increase even more, which is indicated by the bar at the top, and the more it increases, the more you progress, and eventually you will be able to collect the final reward. Now, as far as the rewards go, this is what you should expect. You're going to get some adventure XP, about 200 of it. You're going to get some companion XP, and then a bunch of XP scrolls that can be useful at leveling up. But to collect these, it will cost 40 original resin, which is actually quite a bit. It was actually a bit more than I was expecting, but it is quite useful because you're getting that adventure XP. On top of that, you also have something called the Alchemy Handbook that will eventually open up, that will also give some more rewards on top, but we will check that in just a little bit. In the meantime, let's begin and ignite the Elemental Crucible. So this is gonna bring you to this screen right here, and you can go ahead and start matchmaking right away and press confirm to actually start it. And yeah, the matchmaking is actually pretty great. It immediately matches you with somebody, so you're not going to have that much of a challenge into finding people to play with. I mean, look at that. It already started right away. So it should begin in 20 seconds, okay? I actually have a pretty good team. Like I have Jean, she can heal us. We have Kaching, she's amazing. This is a good team, actually. This is gonna be an amazing team. We're gonna deal a lot of damage. And yeah, there it is. And now I got the elemental cloth, as you can see it on me, and I brought it here. It quickly disappeared. So we're gonna repeat that a few more times as we defeat many of these enemies, and holy shit, that was some damage. So the bigger the enemies, the tougher they are, the better are going to be those clots that they drop. So eventually you're gonna find way bigger ones. The more you fight, the more you kill, the more you deal damage and all that kind of stuff, and you will want to constantly go back at this and recharge the Elemental Crucible. So starting with this, and I'm basically just spamming my attacks as much as possible so we can cause all of those really awesome elemental reactions, and bam, elemental clot. I am grabbing it and I'm bringing it over here, and look at that, we advanced quite a little bit. Okay, so that is insane damage, dude. We might just do this really quickly, quicker than I thought. Okay, so look at this, 1, 2, 3, all of these are big, and if you are going in, look how much that increased. That is a lot. That is a whole bar right there. That was insane, dude. So eventually it's just ranks up even higher, and if you go in and collect these, it's gonna be even crazier. I think that we don't even need to kill anybody else anymore, because we can just collect these and bring them back, and we should be able to be finished with this one, I think. It didn't take too long for this to happen, and look at that. Jean brought it in, and bam, we are done. Only in 3 minutes, so not that bad. Of course, they are way better. You also get points for being like top into something. So if you do a ton of stuff, you're going to get a ton of stuff. Fortunately enough, I didn't get too much. And then we're gonna collect the treasure, confirm, and we got 200 XP, well, I mean adventure rank, some of those hero wits times 7, which come in really handy, and some adventure experience scrolls, and that is kind of it. And now if I go into my menu section and check out right here what I have in the alchemy handbook, you can see that now I can claim quite a few of these rewards that are given to me because I have done some of those achievements over there. Okay, so the more you complete, the more of these gems you get. Like for 20 of these transmutations, you get what, 160, and then you get some more Mora and some other useful materials. And yeah, you can get quite something in the process. It's not that much, but it is something. Now, is it worth it to spend some of those 40 original resins on it? Personally, I would much rather, this is just my personal preference, but I would much rather go ahead and do a world boss for the same 40 original resin, because I have a chance to also get some really good items. Now, if you're not in my position where you need these items and you only need some of those scrolls to increase your character's level, then maybe yes, but even in that case, I mean, adventure rank, it's still the same as it is with the world bosses, so you're still getting 200 adventure XP from the world bosses too. The only thing you're not getting compared to that are those experience scrolls, so that might be the only thing that might be worth it for you, on top of the alchemy handbook, I think. This is it with the Crucible, the Elemental Crucible. Let me know down below if you like it, if you want better rewards. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.